A silence older than memory drifts across the ice, carried by a wind that has crossed entire oceans without meeting a single tree. This is Ellesmere Island, a world so far north that the sun forgets to set for months, then disappears for just as long. The land is carved from frozen time. A polar desert where the ground barely thaws, yet life still threads itself through the cold with impossible determination. The horizon stretches open and endless, but nothing moves. Only light shifts, bending across blue glaciers shaped by 100,000 winters. Their walls rise like the ribs of ancient beasts, glowing with trapped air older than civilization. When they crack, the sound rolls across the tundra like distant thunder. Echoes in a world that rarely hears any. Snowfields blend into the sky until the border between earth and atmosphere dissolves. The air is so clear, it feels sharp enough to cut. Your breath crystallizes instantly, footsteps disappear behind you, and everything around you feels untouched, as if the present day has not yet arrived here, as if this land still lives inside an earlier version of Earth. Beneath the ice lies a story written in stone. Ellesmere sits on the edge of the world's oldest continental fragments, sculpted by tectonic forces that once pulled giant mountains out of the sea. Today, those mountains remain as silent ruins half buried in frost. Their peaks catch the light of the midnight sun glowing in gold and rose, as if the island is holding on to warmth it never truly receives. Yet this harsh place shelters a few creatures that understand its rhythm. Musk oxen walk in slow, deliberate lines, their thick coats billowing like shadows in the wind. Arctic wolves follow them across the tundra, navigating by instinct, memory, and a landscape that never forgets. Even the smallest birds travel thousands of miles to claim a few brief weeks of summer, building nests in the lee of cliffs that have survived entire epochs. Sometimes when the cold softens, a narrow valley reveals a hidden world. Springs warmed by ancient geothermal heat trickle through the permafrost, carving pockets of green in a land ruled by white. Tiny flowers bloom with fierce urgency, racing against time. Their petals glow like sparks on snow, proof that even in the most unforgiving climates, life refuses to surrender. But winter always returns with a weight that feels absolute. The sun slips below the horizon and the island falls into a darkness so complete it seems physical. The sky becomes a canvas for shifting lights that twist and fold like living ghosts. Auroras sweep across the frozen sea, turning ice into glass and shadows into rivers of color. In these moments, the night feels awake, watching, waiting for the earth to speak. Across the vast polar shelf, the ocean freezes into solid ground. Pressure ridges rise like jagged walls. Cracks open into pools of ink-black water where seals surface for air, surrounded by silence so deep you can hear their breath from far away. Somewhere beyond that frozen border, polar bears move like pale spirits, crossing distances that would break any other creature. And through all of this, Ellesmere remains untouched, not by accident, but by nature's own design. The cold guards it, the isolation protects it. The difficulty of simply existing here keeps the modern world at bay. This is a place where wilderness isn't just surviving, it's ruling. The wind grows stronger, pushing grains of snow into spirals that dance across the ice. For a moment, the land looks alive, then it stills again, returning to its ageless calm. The island doesn't ask for witnesses, it doesn't need them. It endures, patient and unchanging, waiting for nothing. In a world racing toward noise and speed, this frozen frontier reminds us of something easy to forget. There are places where time moves differently, places that hold their breath for centuries, places that challenge the idea of what it means to be alive. And as the cold closes in and the last light fades behind the horizon, one truth lingers in the air. Some landscapes don't just resist the world, they reshape it. And Ellesmere Island stands as one of the last realms where the Earth still feels ancient, unbroken, and overwhelmingly alive.